Hello, my name is Kaelin Ellis, and I'm a musician, music producer, sound designer, all the above. And I'm here with Splice and AIAIAI to show you guys 5 tips on how you can record your own sample packs. Within the process, I will also be using the brand new Unit 4 Wireless Plus speakers from AIAIAI. I can't wait to show you the process, so let's get started. Number 1, be intentional with what you are trying to record. Think about the genre, think about the mood, think about the kind of style of recording you want to get. Do you want to get a very open, spacey recording of a room? Or do you want to get a specific sound like a snare drum, a hi-hat, a kick drum? Be very intentional with how you choose, because knowing that will allow you to be able to create more of the characteristics and sonics of what your sample pack will be. My inspiration for this sound pack is exactly what the name Future Nostalgia suggests. You have sounds that range from the 1960s in jazz, 70s in funk and soul, 80s, synth and sonics, the 90s when they decided to chop all that down, and then the 2010s up until now where you experiment with all those genres. And so this sound pack contains drums, one-shots, textures, and loops that all have something that bounces from the past but also looks forward to the future. Tip number 2, make sure that your loops literally loop. Make sure you quantize your drums. Now, I don't mean this in quantizing every specific hit, because there's certain levels of swing and imperfectness that as humans, we're not gonna be perfect playing that same pattern. My technique is to only quantize the downbeat of every single part of a sample. That way you can retain the swing of an original recording, but you still got the looseness. A technique that I like to do whenever I record my sample packs are to set 2 to 4 bar loops, and I'll fine tune by adding the different patterns and sonics while I'm recording and dialing in each one of the sounds. Whenever I create my loops, I don't want them to feel like there's anything else that is needed to be added. The loop by itself should carry its own sound. Tip number 3, get as many options and varieties of the sounds that you're recording. You don't want to just get one kick drum. The kick drum has multiple sounds. You can record the kick drum with a basic pedal. You can use the drumstick. You can use your hand. You can record the different timbres of one drum to get multiple sounds. This is a good example of it. That is one snare drum with multiple variations. And you can get as many different sounds off of recording the same drum. There's no wrong way of getting multiple varieties. Tip number 4, it's crucial, very, very crucial to stay organized in a session, any kind of session of creating sounds. I like to create a Ableton project that can house specifically my snares in one track, my kicks in another track, my hi-hats in another track, and so forth. It lets you think a little less as time goes on. And that's really what organizing is meant to do, so you can have more fun in the process of building your own sample pack. That sounds crazy. I just did that with 3 elements. That is crazy. And that is why I have also created an Ableton Live template, so you can organize and record your own samples. And the link for this template should be down in the description. Tip number 5. When you work on this sound pack and curate all the sounds that you have sat down and recorded and organized and intentively felt, play them for your 4 to 5 closest homies. See what people react to. I think it's important to test out your sounds, not just for your friends, but in different areas, different spaces. Try your closet space, try your front room, your bedroom, the park. I think when it comes to these wireless speakers, it's important to know that creating music can be literally everywhere now. You don't have to be just single to a space where you need cables to plug into the wall. I could literally go to the park and cook up a banger with any kind of sound and feel confident like I am being in this studio space here. I think that's overall what creating and curating a sample pack is really meant to be about curating the perspective for someone to essentially be where you are. And there you have it. Those are my tips for recording your own sample packs and curating your own sounds. I can't wait to see what you guys create using these tools.